What's up guys, Robbie here, back at it again, another YouTube video here. Well today, we just had the Bitcoin halving event. This only happens once every 4 years roughly, and we didn't really see any price action today. And I just want to talk to you guys about just a little bit about like what's happening, what is happening, and what Bitcoin should be doing in the near future here. So let's get into it. So if we look at Bitcoin here, I picked the Poloniex exchange here because it's one of my only charts that I don't have a bunch of clutter on, and I really wanted to show you guys something really straightforward. We can see that we made this triangle pattern here on the daily time frame. This is 3 years long basically, and it looks like when we zoom in, we actually just recently tested that area one more time right here, and basically a lot of people are saying, oh, this is bearish, we're gonna drop, this is gonna drop, but as we can see, every time we've really touched this trend line, we've touched it multiple times. Right here, right here, right here as well. This didn't really count as a touch, this got rejected beforehand. So right here we actually touched the line again. I really just wanted to dive into it. There's a couple things here that prove that this actually could break out, and we're getting pretty bullish here. One thing that I noticed right away when I was looking at the daily time frame is that we actually have a bullish divergence. As we can see, here was our last high. It was actually higher than this high that we had recently, as we can draw a line downward right here. But if we look at our RSI level right here, we actually got higher strength on the RSI. It means we had a stronger strength index on Bitcoin as the price actually made a lower high, which means that the coin effectively was stronger. And it is stronger. Yes, we did reject, but as we can see here at the 80 RSI level, we rejected right here, right? But usually, this doesn't happen every time, but for the most part here, you have multiple rejections at this level. Double tops, like right here, right here, right here, right here. At the big run up right here. Here's a triple. We can see that those that we usually, we retest that level a couple times. Even if you go all the way back here, it's a couple times, 1 2 1 2 1 2, basically in pairs of 2 here, and we only had 1, which leads me just right off the bat, it's kind of just like a right away indicator to see to say like, hey, like we're probably going to go back up there, at least to retest this top trend line at least one more time. And right now, if we were to run up, that'd be at about 9.9k. And as a lot of you guys remember, 9.9k, I don't know how long ago it was. Let's see, right around here is pretty big resistance level. And if we look on the volume per volume range right here, 9.9k is that last like really big resistance level to really stay above. So that'd be really interesting if it played out. So we got that bullish divergence, and also if you go on the daily time frame, you can see that Bitcoin is actually in an upwards channel here. People are trying to draw it like a rising wedge. It actually did not play out like a rising wedge, and it is a upward facing channel. Both of these lines here are clones. So they're exactly the same, just about the same trend here. And when we look closer into it, it looks like we got a good bounce here. And this is really, I'm really interested in to see how this is going to play out, because we do have this this support here at 7,300. As we can see, this whole area over here played on it, and then also this whole area right here played on it. And right here on this drop, we can see that it was really trying to hold at that level. And so, worst case scenario, if it did break out of this channel, we would test that level, and then if we broke that level, then yeah, I would go a little bit more bearish, and then I would look for a lower retracement path. Okay, but as of right now, we're in this upward channel. I'm actually looking for a swing high right here. I'm looking for a retest right here at this trend line, and I'm looking to see if we're going to get this double top right here, which would then break us down in a bearish scenario. But as it looks right now, it's not looking too bad, honestly. The problem that we have in the short term here is that we have this level right here, this 8,800 level, as we can see right here by this volume per volume range. That is our strongest resistance right now. We can see there's resistance right here, and then right here is support, right here is support, and right here it was resistance. So we can really see that that area is really just an issue right now, and that's what we're trying to reverse right here. As we can see, it's losing momentum on the way down. We're on the daily time frame. Bitcoin's painting its first green candle here. It actually might doji out, and then we're going to have, I believe it's an inverse hammer pattern, which will play out and actually get us that swing high right here. Time's running out here. We got about a couple days here, if I'm not mistaken. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4 days right here before this pattern is really going to be tested, and we're going to see it ride up. If we don't see it right up, then this pattern is obviously void, but I highly doubt that because it's been playing out for the past, month and a half now. So, I really want to see how this daily candle is going to close, see if it closes green, see if it gives us that doji, which indicates that, selling pressure is starting to diminish, and we're going to see an inverse in pressure, which is going to indicate buying pressure, and we're going to go back up, and that'd be really, really interesting, especially because we just had the halving today. We just had the halving today, and we got to think here. We just had the halving, which means that miners are gonna have, they're gonna have, it's gonna be harder for them to mine Bitcoin, which means they're effectively gonna be losing more money here. It's gonna be harder. It's right now it's the same difficulty. It's slightly gaining, but they're getting half the reward for what they're doing, right? So if they're getting half the reward for what they're doing, they're spending the same amount of money in electricity, same amount of money in cooling, same amount of money in everything, but they're getting half the money. So what they did, most likely, is they had to sell some Bitcoin here before the halving. They want to sell some Bitcoin, 10K. It looks pretty nice to them. They sold some Bitcoin before the halving so they can extend their facilities, have more miners, extend their facilities, and get back on track to the same revenue that they're used to. And that's probably what they had to do here. And we got to keep in mind that if they bought all those miners right here, if they sold them all right here, they're not going to be online for the next couple of months. So these miners aren't going to get online for the next couple of months, which means that these miners are going to hodl for the next couple of months, which means that the selling pressure has basically diminished, And if we have no selling pressure, it's going to be really good for Bitcoin coming up here, because as we can see, when we get to these higher levels, the resistance is almost nothing. Here, let me cut out that lower. Look, up in these areas, past 12K, there's really nothing. We got stopped out here at the 14K level because we haven't really played there before. But, next time we hit it, we're probably gonna break out because we're in this triangle pattern here. And this triangle pattern, it's really interesting to see how this is gonna play out, because this could also be void, But as I see it right now, bullish divergence, upward channel. We got bullish sediment. We got tons of bullish sediment because we got the Bitcoin halving that just happened, which basically reduces the inflation of our currency naturally. And it's all really good signs here. And as we can see, the halving happens today. We go to coin market cap, and nothing moved at all, which means that people really aren't hurrying to sell no more. And if people aren't really hurrying to sell no more, that means the selling pressure is gone. It means people are going to start buying again. And this is really bullish for Bitcoin. And I really do think that this upward channel is going to hold. And I believe that this sell-off was to try to get weak hands out so the big players can make all the money. So, you know what I'm saying, guys? I wouldn't sell your positions yet. I'm not a financial advisor. This is all for educational purposes only. But I would really stay in the Bitcoin. We do have strong support here right under us. Like I said, 7,200 level. Boom, boom, boom. Right there, you can count it. This is months of time frame, and we can see that it did hold for a long time. So it's not just gonna come crashing down like a rocket ship re-entering the atmosphere here. So to stay optimistic, guys, watch it closely. Pay attention to this upward channel here. I'd really draw it on your charts, because this is going to be the biggest indicator of us staying bullish or going bearish, is if this upward channel does play out. If it doesn't play out, look for that $7,200 bounce. If we don't bounce there, then you can start converting back to bearish. But as of right now, I'm bullish, And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, leave a like on this video for the YouTube algorithm, and thank you for watching.